Okay. Right. Okay, so the instruction is simple. Each presenter has 10 minutes for their presentation. Um, you go straight to the issue, and then at the end of all presentations, we'll then take Q&A. For each presenter, there will be a feedback form that would be pasted in the chat box. The link to the form will be pasted in the chat box for each presenter. So when um, a presenter is presenting, we expect all participants to fill the form, right, to kind of give their feedback on the presenter's presentation. I hope I'm clear on this. Did you get the instructions? Can you all hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can
we
hear you,
can
sir.
hear you.
Okay, okay. All right. I think the first person should be Eze Bube and
Welcome to WUF Music World.
Chidima Francisca. I'm not sure the person is here, but then I can see um okay. All right, let me Joy Iwobi. Are you ready for your presentation? Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not
I'm
one
very,
of the presenters.
yeah. Of course, you're not. I'm very sorry for that. I just got that clarification now. I'm very sorry for that. Oh, Dr. Joy, you're welcome, ma'am. I didn't know, so I should have acknowledged your presence earlier. Thank you for joining us and then for doing this with me. All right, Saeed Benga.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, are you ready for your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can start. You have the floor now. You have 10 minutes for your presentation. Please let's manage our time and then stick to the time. Yeah, so you can start.
All right.
Said, you are
So,
muted. Okay.
okay, sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. One, please. I want to share my screen. All right, can we all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, distinguished scholars and participants. My name is Said Benga Arileyasi, and my topic is Beyond Generative AI. That is agentic AI as a governance crisis in higher education. Now, from generative to agentic AI, artificial intelligence has become one of the most transformative technologies in higher education. In fact, most discussions today focus on generative AI tools such as ChatGPT, which is widely known. It generates text or other forms of content. However, a new development is emerging, which is the agentic AI. And unlike the generative AI, agentic AI can autonomously plan, make decisions, and execute tasks with minimal human supervisions. And we have various examples such as Microsoft Copilot agent, we have the AutoGPT, and Devin. Now, unlike the ChatGPT, this system can break down goals, plan, steps, and search for information into simple steps with minimal human prompting. Unlike the generative AI, such as the ChatGPT, the regular one that we all know, some can even plan a trip and create itinerary. That's the agentic AI. Now, this presentation argues that the transition from generative AI to agentic AI is not merely a technological advancement, but a governance crisis for higher education that requires urgent attention. Now, for us to understand this, we need to know that agentic AI shifts from AI from assistance to autonomy, that is, with minimal human intervention. Now, for us to understand this governance challenge, we must first of all distinguish between the generative AI and the agentic AI. Now, generative AI basically responds to prompts. That is, it does what you ask it to do. It generates content when instructed by the user. Now, agentic AI goes further. It can plan, it can reason through multiple steps. It can make decisions and execute tasks towards a goal. For example, a student using generative AI may ask ChatGPT to draft an essay. With agentic AI, the system could independently search for sources. It can even prepare it for final submission with little human involvement. Now, this shift from content to autonomous action fundamentally changes the educational landscape. Now, some of the things, looking at the generative AI, it basically generates content. The agentic AI performs tasks. The generative AI requires prompt. That is, you prompt it now and then to get results. Why the agentic AI set and pursues goal? We gave an instances where an agentic AI is used to plan a trip and create itinerary for that trip. That is the level at which we're going to. Now, speaking about the generative AI, it requires human direct. That is, there is need for human instructions, as we have said. Why agentic AI is semi-autonomous, it requires little human intervention. And we have some examples of agentic AI. We have the semantic kernel, we have the land graph, we have the auto GPT as seen on the screen. We also have the generative AI as well. We have the ChatGPT, we have the Gemini, we have Claude, and all and all. Now, we now want to go to why agentic AI matters in higher education. Why agentic AI matters in higher education. Now, looking at agentic AI offers significant opportunities for higher education, one of which is personalized learning. Now, agentic AI adapts learning to individual student needs by identifying their strengths and weakness. So it provides customized resources and creating personalized learning pathway in such that the agentic AI understands the difficulty faced by a particular student, and he gives solution based on the style preferred by the learner. So it get all of this easily. Also, another thing is academic support. Now, the agentic AI is an academic assistance, just as one of the speakers rightly said, and it helps students in understand concept. It helps to access learning resources across so many platforms. It helps to manage their studies effectively. And another opportunity is the administrative efficiency. Now, the agentic AI automates routine university tasks, such as responding to inquiries. Usually, these things are usually done by individual responding to individual student needs. But with the introduction of agentic AI, it helps to automate all of this, saving time. It allows staff to focus on something more strategic responsibilities. Now, with having said all of these opportunities, the agentic AI enhance higher education by Okay, we've talked about that. We've talked about that. So having said all of these opportunities, the agentic AI is not without its own risk. And one of these is academic integrity concern. Now, agentic AI can generate assignment, essays, and other academic work, but it makes it difficult to ensure that the work submitted reflect genuine student knowledge and effort. It becomes difficult now to look at the task or an assignment done and see a student's knowledge being put into the task. So this is one of the risks. And over dependence on AI, you know, the traditional system is that when a student is being given an assignment, such will reflect think. But with the advent of agentic AI now, it is almost sweeping away the traditional reasoning. Now, excessive reliance on this agentic AI now will reduce student critical thinking, their creativity and independent problem solving abilities, because there is AI to always run to. There is AI to always go to. Another thing is that it reduced learners engagement. Now when AI perform many tasks automatically, students become less actively involved in the learning process. In fact, at some point many will just be in the class, not really paying full attention because they know that there is an AI that will sort out so many things for them. So it has reduced this learners engagement. So why agentic AI offers significant benefits, it also raises concern about academic integrity, all of these that we have said. So now the issue is not whether agentic AI is good or bad. The issue is whether higher education institutions are prepared to govern its use effectively. Now we move to agentic AI as governance crisis. In our institutions today, there are current responses put in place, which one of it is plagiarism detection. We have so many tools of detecting to know if a work is actually done by AI or a student, to see how much was invested, to see if the student actually invested in the work or it was assigned to AI to do. Another thing is academic integrity policy. So integrity policies are the institutional rules that define academic behavior. So these are put in place to ensure the proper use of AI tools. And another thing is honor code. Now the
So,
governance
Mr. Said,
question now is,
you have just a minute left. Just 1 minute.
okay, I'm going to round it now. Okay, let me move to the implications. And the implications we have seen for teaching and learning is critical thinking, ethical judgment, and creativity. And the implication for learning is the advantage for learners is personalization. They are able to it adjusts learning style to individuals. But another problem is that it reduces productive struggle. In conclusion, the shift from generative AI to agentic is not merely a technological transition, it is a governance crisis requiring proactive and coordinated responses from educators, policies makers, and academic leaders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Said, for that beautiful presentation. And then, for a fact, agentic AI indeed is proactive and transformative as well. So, thank you for that presentation. So, move on to the next presenter. Um, Let me see, Mr. Eze Ebube.
Abunike is here. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abunike.
Ezebube is here. Ezebube is here.
Yeah, I'll get to you, Mr. Abunike. So, let's
All right,
listen
all right.
to Mr. Eze. Mr. Eze, you have the floor now. Then you have just 10 minutes for your presentation.
Okay. Good morning. I am the co-researcher with Mr. Eze, and I'm going to be presenting on behalf of us.
Okay. So Zai, please take down your slides. Please, just to remind us again, there was a feedback form link that was pasted in the chat box. Please kindly fill the form. That's for Mr. Said presentation to evaluate his presentation and then to kind of give feedbacks on how to improve his work. So please let's do that. And then for the next presenter, the feedback form link would also be shared in the same chat box. So please look out for that while the presenters present. Thank you.
Okay. Should I share my screen?
Yes, please, you can go ahead.
Okay. Is it showing?
Still loading, I guess. Still
Okay.
waiting. Okay, we can see 5 dimensions of failure, something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, guest speakers, patron keynote speakers, and my fellow researchers. Thank you for this opportunity for us to present in this conference. My name is Iweko Francisca Chidema. Together with my fellow researcher, Ezebube Promise, we are here to present our study, which is titled AI and the Future of African Music, Preservation or Distortion. African music. Music in the African society has always played an indispensable role as a means of identity, communication, and cultural expression. It functions beyond entertainment. It is preserved by means of oral transmission, which is currently at the risk of extinction due to globalization and migration. Into this crisis, artificial intelligence has entered with a promising offer that AI-powered transcription tools claim to digitalize, archive, and provide access to traditional music. On the surface, this sounds like a solution, but we must ask a harder question. Do these tools faithfully preserve or do they subtly distort the cultural and the musical essence of African traditions? So, for our case study, to answer this question, we grounded our research in a specific case study of Egwu, which is a traditional funeral dance music indigenous to the people of Ami Igbo, Itoha, Osumogu in Ihiala local government of Anambra State, Nigeria. The song is a gathering song which is performed the evening after the burial of the deceased. It is performed by the women that are married into the community, and it functions as a communal solidarity, collective grief, not just entertainment. It is transmitted through oral tradition, lived participation, and communal performance. The AI tool that we used for this study is Subscription. Subscription is an AI tool which converts audio recordings into notated musical formats. It makes use of MP3, YouTube link, and so on, and it brings out sheet music, MIDI, and others. It detects pitch, rhythm, duration, time signature, and key with various instruments ranging from piano, guitar, violin, and so on. While using this AI tool, we noted a key limitation, which is that the AI tool subscription is trained primarily on Western musical data sets and notation convention with limited exposure to African music, African vocal traditions. Methodology. Our methodology for this study is a qualitative comparative case study. We took a raw audio from field work that we went to in the community and put it into this AI tool for us to generate the notation for the preservation of African music. This is the raw audio that was generated. We can just take a small time to listen to it.
onye ọbụla ga-alọfụ ofu ofu na ofu. Anyị bịara ka anyị sị unu ndo, anyị bịara ka anyị kele unu ndo, anyị bịara ka anyị sị unu ndo, onye ọbụla ga-alọfụ ofu ofu na ofu. Anyị bịara ka anyị sị.
So this audio that was generated from the community was put into this AI tool subscription to examine whether the AI tool can actually preserve our African traditional music heritage. This is a screenshot of the app, and this is the notation that was generated, while this is the audio that was generated. We could just take a little while to listen to it. Then, on the other hand, this same audio was called using the traditional human notation MuseScore, which is the normal notation app that we musicians use to notate our song. And this is the notation that was generated for us using the MuseScore app, and this is the audio that was generated. So with this comparative tool that we used, we noted a very distinctive difference between the two notations. AI generated music had single voice with 4/4 time signature and the tempo at 146 beats per meter. Image with no text underlay. Why the traditional human notation made compound time, which is the ideal time signature for African music, and it read the tempo at 130 beats per meter with the contextual appropriate key and full text overlay. Then coming to the comparative analysis, this analysis was done with a 7-point parameter. One, the tempo. The AI subscription gave the music a metronomic tempo. It was a little bit faster, no direction, but the human notation gave it a performance oriented. Like while listening to the song, you will be able to tune into the performance. The time signature of the AI tool was rigid, while the human notation was using the compound time signature 12/8, which is the ideal. It made it natural. The voice texture of the AI was single melody. There was no room for double voices, while the human notation made room for the lead and the response, polyphony, which is an aspect of music, African music. The pitch,
Sorry,
chromatic
please.
quantization.
You have just 2 minutes left.
Okay. So the AI tool, because it cannot recognize some of these African music, this thing, it now quantized those unrecognized pitches to chromatics and excess accidentals. There was no lyrics in the AI. The phrasing was irregular and the context was stripped off. It just gave us a direct, abstract notation. During our discussion, we noted 5 dimensions of failure, which are: 1, the AI tool misread African time. It erased the communal and compound swing of the original. 2, it distorted the pitch because it could not read those the African pitch. It misquoted it and distorted it. Three, there was no room for call and response, which is a communal thing in African music. There was an absence of text. And lastly, vocal phrases fractured into rhythmically incoherent fragments, irregular grouping, and it made the music to be unperformable. The cumulative effect of this is that one, there will be archival distortion, there will be a pedagogical failure, cultural homogenization, and false legitimacy. At the end of our study, we brought out this recommendation for the study. One, co-develop African-specific tools. Ethnomusicologists and musical practitioners should be involved in the development of African-specific tools for the preservation of African music. Two, establish critical evaluation protocols and center African musicological expertise. Lastly, AI should be used as a supplement, not the substitute. In conclusion, subscriptions AI transcription of Anyi Ibiara constitutes distortion, not preservation, across every dimension examined. These failures are not bugs, they are structural consequences of applying Western trained AI to non Western music. AI can actually support preservation, but only when subordinate to and validated by community cultural heritage. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am,
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
for your musical presentation. Hopefully in the future we can have some AI tools that would incorporate African nuances. Thank you so much. Dr. Chibike, I guess you are set and so you are very much active. And Dr. Chibike, are you there? Please be reminded again, the feedback
Yes, I'm
form link is there in the chat box. Kindly fill out the form.
in the chat box. Okay.
Yeah. It's there. For every presenter, the feedback link is
Okay.
provided there. So we are expected to complete the forms. It's a
Okay.
way of evaluating each presenter and then trying to identify the strengths and weaknesses of their presentations.
Okay.
All right. So Dr. Chibike, you have the floor now.
Okay. I was trying to fill the form. Okay, let me present. Sorry. Sorry, please. Sorry. Okay, good morning, all. Good morning, everyone. I don't know. Nobody is hearing me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Good morning to you.
Okay.
Good morning to you too.
All right. Thank you so much. Good morning. So, my name is Dr. Chibika Budike. I'm here to present a paper titled "The Impact of Artificial Intelligence on Nollywood Digital Ecosystem: A Critical Analysis of YouTube-Based Film." Now, artificial intelligence is transforming visually every creative industry, both radio, television, film. They are changing. They are borrowing from AI now, from the industry, Nollywood to Bollywood, from journalism, like I said, to advertising. Yet much of the existing scholarship focuses on the developed economies and large media corporation.
Dr.
Today,
Chibike, sorry, please.
there's a shift in our Nollywood.
Dr. Chibike, could you please share your slides or your screen? Or you don't have that already?
Okay, no. I'm trying to hold on, please. My slide. Okay.
Is it possible for you to share it? I mean,
Yeah, I'm
we
trying
can.
to. I can't see the link where I will share my slide on the link on the screen.
Did you send the slides
Okay.
to us at some point? Did you do that?
Okay. I think Can you see it now? I'm trying to share. I don't know.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Okay, it's coming up.
Can you see that?
Well, we can see your screen now. Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, you can see it now, right?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so I can continue, right?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, so today there's a shift. I was saying something. Sorry, hi, man. I was saying something. Okay, today there's a shift. People are tend to use AI to do so many things happening in AI when it comes to filmmaking. Filmmakers, you can see an amateur going using AI to even create stories. From creating a story, from putting the subtitle, from using AI to even generate videos and pictures. Post on YouTube because of this new the money they pay young YouTubers or whatever thing you want to put there. Now, this study investigates how YouTube-based filmmakers are are making use of AI tools into their production processes and how this transformation affects creativity, very important, distribution, labor, and cultural identity. Because people tend not to work again whenever you want to do anything. You can use AI, you can just use AI and create your film. You can use AI to do whatever thing you want to do. There's a research gap, however, that independent creators are not even making use of this AI without even spending much. If you have the app, you can even create whatever thing you want to create using AI. The researchers try to use two theoretical framework, two theories. That is, one is a media specificity theory, and the other one is cultural materialism. The first one is, what is he trying to say? He's trying to say that the art should focus purely on what makes them unique. If it is film, focus on that. Don't try to use what you're supposed to present in a television to even carry how you divide your scenes and bring it in a film. It has its own different mechanisms. And the second one is cultural materialism by Raymond Williams. He says that cultural artifacts are fundamentally tied in the then material and economic condition of their creator. Now, coming down to my case study, the two films I use two YouTube films, two AI YouTube film. That is The Prince of Love. I don't know. I did not. I'm trying to. Okay, yes, The Prince of Love, and the other Mrs. Okafor. When you look at this film, you find that there's a lot of gap missing. There's a lot of stories that they change that is not even happening in neighborland. There's a lot of people are just there creating without even making researches. Is whatever thing AI gives them, that is what they will give to society, like garbage in, garbage out. People tend not to even put their own knowledge, because yes, AI is here to help us, but we need to understand that we need to, as humans, as researchers, have people that want to push this information to people. You need to go deep and research more and create your own film that will identify people. Okay, this is the community. This is the community that I want to showcase to the people. You need to go into that community, make a research, give AI command of what you have researched. No, AI will not go there and do that for you. We still have our own human knowledge. But what are we seeing today? People just go create whatever thing they want to create. And trust people, whenever students or young minds will just pick up their phone and click on YouTube, they will see any love story or any traditional film generated by AI that has different episodes. They will just glue their attention there, watching what they have created with AI without even the researchers and the creators and the filmmakers not researching. And that is the problem. All this is creating now in our environment. Key find is AI. We are we have noticed that most of these films, they don't even use human voice. Like their voiceover, whenever you listen to any AI generator's voice, your mind will tell you, this is AI. Or whenever I see a writing, if the researcher did not even put in his or her own human research or what he has gotten from the field, you will know that this thing is AI. This is not I don't think this is just AI generated work. This is just AI generated material or AI generated film. You don't need someone to tell you this is AI before you know that yes, this is AI. Why? And And the problem is going because students tend not to even do anything about it again. They feel that this is the easier way to even do whatever thing they want to do. We have that common problem in our universities. Give a student an assignment. The student will just go copy word to word what AI has given him or her, and just copy and paste and give it to you for you to read. And whenever you look at that, you find out there's a problem. Yes, AI is here to help us, but there is much work to do, excuse me, so that people will understand that AI is not just, oh yes, we need it, but yes, we need to know that there are some things we need to add up there, add on our own knowledge. Critical tension and global political economy, labor. This AI issue has made so many people jobless. So many people jobless. People, if you go to studios now, like I know about 4 to 5 studios in Oka, you cannot find anybody there. You can just use your phone, create whatever thing you want to create, edit whatever thing you want to edit, post whatever thing you want to post. Nobody, the professionals that used to do all these things before, they don't have job again. Nobody's come there to even patronize them. Revenue has dropped. If you pay for shop and you call yourself an editor, you find out that next year, if you want to renew that rent, you won't even see any money to it. Not to talk of renew your rent. Now, coming to the call for international collaboration. This study calls for international collaboration. I'm still working on the paper to make sure if I can even attract someone that is not within my environment to look at it from another dimension. What is obtainable in their community? Compare what we have here in Anambra State or in Nigeria. Maybe I'm trying to see how I can do that so that the paper will come out well. In conclusion, AI is already embodied in Nollywood YouTube ecosystem. It's already there. Open YouTube. If you just click on YouTube, what you'll be seeing is just AI film, AI content, AI cartoons, whatever AI music, like the last speaker presented some songs that they sang, and they gave it to AI to just interpret the tone as in when she was presenting. You find out that when you listen to that tone, you know that there is a problem. There is a problem that AI cannot give you that thing. You need to go out and create it and create your own and bring it out so that people will know that, yes, you have done your job and this is what it's supposed to be. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Chibike, for sharing your thoughts with us. I mean, I can see you're very passionate about the topic, and of course, we can't overemphasize the role of AI and the intervention of human as well. Okay, so we move on to our next
Thank you so much.
presenter. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Chibike. Please kindly fill the forms. I've shared the link.
I'll do that immediately. Now.
I've shared a link to Dr. Chibike's presentation. So all participants are employed to fill the form. So the next presenter, do we have Dr. Kenneth ready? That's artificial autonomy and human freedom. It's Dr. Kenneth, yeah? Okay, so we move on to the next person. Dr. Duke, a comparative analysis of English and Igbo prompts designed using their AI generated text.
I'm not a doctor yet, please. My name is Duke.
Okay, okay, you get there. It's okay. All right. So are you ready?
Yes, let me quickly share my slide.
Okay, okay.
Can you see my slide now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. So my good day, everyone. My name is Duke. The title of my work is a comparative analysis of English and Igbo prompt design using the AI generated text. So
That's very well.
this is the background. This is the background of my work. We know the advent of artificial intelligence, how it has evolved over time. from 2022, 2023, and otherwise. So, what people normally use it to do. So, here in Nigeria, most importantly, we know that most of the times people resort to using the English version of artificial intelligence. I mean, using English language to talk. So, those who try to use the Igbo language often experience a lot of hitches, a lot of issues along the way. So the purpose of this research is to try to compare the AI, how prompt design can influence the quality of AI generated text in both English and Igbo language. So from there, I have my the three research question, the type of errors that can be found in these in responses generated in English and Igbo. So secondly, how do prompt design and structural differences shape output quality? Then the last one, how does data set, that's training data, and its imbalance, how does it affect quality of AI generated tests? First of all, training data, like this AI, they are trained based on the available information in these languages, like it can be web pages and all of that. So they give responses based on what they see online. So how does the quality of the available data set affect the responses generated in
But
both?
you listen to what she sang, and that's another song. That is human.
Someone is interrupting me.
Really sorry for that. And then Duke, your slides, it's not moving. It's just stuck in
Okay,
that yeah.
sorry,
So
sorry. Let me, okay. Is it moving now?
yeah, it is.
Okay, so this is the background. I've already talked about the background, the research questions now. Um, So this is the structure, the methodology. So I have the set of the prompts. I use a set of 50 prompt pairs. So those 50 prompt pairs generate 100 responses, 50 prompts in English, 50 in Igbo. So the Igbo version is a translated version of the English. So which will now generate a total of 100 responses in total. We made use of ChatGPT. So as for the research, then the linguistic analysis was conducted based on grammar, semantics, and as well hallucination. So now this is the rundown of the prompt batteries. We have the grammatical, we have 17 prompt pairs for grammar, 17 for semantics, hallucination 15, and the last one, they're just one. So a total of 50 if you combine them, which will generate 100 responses. From the output, the total number of the English responses generated 94% accuracy. Actually, the only errors seen in English language is the one we have in hallucination. While Igbo language had only 52% accuracy, meaning 48% in error generation. So these are the different error rates in both languages. The Igbo in grammar had 41%, in semantics has 52, in hallucination have 46, while the English language only recorded error in hallucination. Okay, let me quickly, this is just a graph to depict what I just said earlier. So one of the in terms of grammar, one of the most identifiable error pattern in grammar in Igbo language is negative, what we call negative transfer. That is the most of the time if you ask a question in Igbo language, the AI will try to use to infer the grammatical rule of English in answering the question in Igbo language. For example, we have the omission of, we have a collocative error here. which is, please, can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you. We
All
can
right.
hear you. Go ahead.
All right. I'm having a hitch here. Okay. So we have, for example, we have a collocative error. So we ask the AI to translate a statement from English to Igbo. For example, if you want to say in English, if you trust someone, you can say, I began to trust this person. But in Igbo language, it gave a response, malitere etokwase. So which created an error in Igbo language. Um, please, this is not the. Okay, okay, sorry for the small hit. So in Igbo language, the negative marker in Igbo language is ye. So and once there is a negative marker in a verb, the collocation is not usually added. The word malitere etokwasi is correct, but malitere etokwasi, that is began to distrust. It is not linguistically correct in Igbo language, but the AI generated those patterns several times in Igbo language, failing to omit the negative marker ye in Igbo language before adding the collocation malitere. So that is one of the obvious error. That means it tried to give a collocative pattern from the way it is usually done in English language, try to infer it in Igbo language. So that is one of the key grammatical errors in Igbo. Then the second one, we quickly move over to semantics error. So the obvious semantic error, we give it a series of prompts to interpret some Igbo proverbs, and all the proverbs it's try to interpret were all errors. And the reason for that is that yes, it actually gave a correct, it tries to interpret the proverb based on the linguistic feature of the sentence, um, failing to put into context the culture behind those proverbs. Like, for example, there is this popular Igbo proverb: if a woman decides to make the soup watery, the husband will learn to dent the fufu before dipping it. That is in Igbo. I don't know if we have Igbo speakers here. Nwaanyị mụta ite ofe mmiri, di ya amụta ịpị ụtara tupu o tinye ya n'ofe, which is in English language, it tries to, which is the meaning of the proverb tries to emphasize on adaptation, ability to adapt in every situation that you find yourself. But the AI emphasized that the husband and wife should work together. That is the interpretation the AI gave on this proverb, emphasized more on meaning rather than adaptation and survival. And this is just one of the examples. All the prompts on proverbs interpretation in Igbo language, we are recorded 100% failure rates, about 7 of them, while in English language, none we are recorded. So this is the full classification of the different errors.
Hello, Duke. You have just 1 minute left, please.
Okay, so I've talked about this one before. So the key the key takeaway from the research so far, let me just round up because there are some slides I should talk about, but since I have 1 minute, is that the AI performed well in Igbo when they use a metalinguistic prompt. What is a metalinguistic prompt? That is when the prompt tries to explain the linguistic context of the response. Like, for example, instead of, you can say, translate this sentence in a passive voice, or you can say give turn this sentence into a negation. So any sentence that tries to, when you give the AI a command, a linguistic command on how to structure the sentence, the AI will be able to give a better response than actually giving an open-ended prompt like give me the names of the available proverbs in Igbo language, or try to translate this proverb from English to Igbo. So the AI, due to the poor data set in Igbo language, it cannot be able to give correct responses in Igbo language, but the availability of data sets in English language makes it readily available to give better responses in English language than in Igbo language. So from there, we drive to our conclusion. That the poor responses in Igbo language is caused by the poor data sets and data training in Igbo language, and there is a need for a linguistic focus in the improvement of AI responses in different languages other than English. That there needs to be a need to focus on other languages, because there has been more focus on the major language like English, for example. There are a lot of data sets in English. There's poor data set in Igbo, and this poor data set affects the responses this AI generate in Igbo language. So this is where I will end for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Duke, for your presentation.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, we move on to the next next presenter, Dr. Stanley. I don't know if the person is here. Insecurity in Igbo land, a case study of some selected Igbo drama text. Do we have Dr. Stanley Arizenchukwu here? No. So I guess the person is not here. And then what about Dr. Joshua? No. So apparently there are about
While we wait for them, we can just probably open the floor for questions.
Yes, I was going to say that. Hopefully
It's
they
all right.
join us later. So so we can then just go straight to Q&A. We've listened to brilliant presentations this afternoon. It's morning Nigeria, from um, generative AI, and then moving to agentic AI in higher education. We've listened to musical presentation by Francisca, AI and the future of African music. We've listened to Dr. Chibike talked passionately about the impact of AI on Nollywood's movies. And then the last presenter comparing English and Igbo prompts, and then, AI generated text. So it's time for Q&A. I'm sure we have questions, comments for these presenters. So the floor is open. If you have any comments, any question, this is the time to ask.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
Yeah. Good evening, Doc.
Yeah, good evening, good morning for those watching us, for those that are participating from Nigeria. So I have a question for Dr. Chibike. Thank you very much, Doc, for your presentation. It was really a very wonderful and educating and informative one. So then you spoke passionately about creating AI films and how it has been affecting the industry, right? And you also spoke much about those producers not, going into research, right, to get to know about the culture of the people they are trying to represent in those films. You also, emphasized on the importance of original thought and all, right? So, in this, in creating this AI films, like you said, it has also taken jobs from the professional filmmakers. But then I would really want to know the way forward, because I was paying attention to, get some recommendations from you. Hear some recommendations from you on the way forward. What can be done to curb all of the things you have listed regarding the those film creators?
All right, thank you so much. I love the fact that you just analyzed everything I said in my paper. It shows you're paying interest. You were just paying attention to what everything I said. So thank you so much for the laser analysis. Okay, for your question, I think the problem is our government. Then why did I say government? Our government of today in Nigeria, I don't know the country you are from, I don't know, but Nigeria government are being too lackadaisical and unserious about entertainment industry. People, they don't regulate social media, what we give out to give out there to people. People tend to even create fake stories, AI fake stories, and push out on the internet just for them to get engagement and views. And you see government not even doing anything about it. All they care is their private pockets. When you see a working government, you will know that, okay, now this is a working government. There's some content you cannot just share, like let's say for instance in America, they will trace you even from your with your IP address. They will trace you down to your home. That will tell you that government, they are monitoring every content that is going out there for people's consumption. So the recommendation is for government to sit up. But the problem is this: even if you shout from today to tomorrow, government will never sit up. That is why I said, our Nigerian government rather. That is why I said I'm even looking for an international collaborator, someone that I can borrow a leaf from their own environment, bring it down to Nigeria. We do a little bit of comparative analysis about what I've presented. Let me know how their government is handling all those things, and how our own government have been so adamant and not even working. Now, let's take for instance, there are a lot of films that is being presented in YouTube. There are a lot of stories that have been created in YouTube, cartoons, so many things that have been presented. When you trace the origin, you find out is all of them are coming from Nigeria. What are they doing? They're just trying to monetize their page so that they will be paid because of the bad economy. I will not blame them. Trust me, I will not blame them. Because the youths are looking for a way to even feed first. Let them eat. I'm talking about feeding. I'm not talking about, I want to rent a big house. They just want to feed. So you're hearing me? Hello? Hi, God. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We
Yeah,
can hear you
yeah, I can
now.
hear you.
Are you with me? Oh, now. Okay, thank you so
Yes.
much. So when you try to look for a way how you will feed, you find out that you will create a false narrative that people will be like, is this thing true? You just be at the background smiling at your bank. Say, wow, finally, I don't finally get this engagement. Oh. But all these stories are destroying our environment. All this false narrative is not even giving us a good light in the outside world there. Let me give you an example about the Vietnam War. If you watch American films, if you watch most of the American films, you find out that even as a child, why growing up, I always see American as the superpower. That you cannot, they are military, they are the best, they are the everything because of the kind of films they produce, because of the kind of films they dish out to us. But in the real sense of it, America lost the Vietnam War. They lost the Vietnam War. Vietnam massacred so many American armed forces. But nobody talks about that. America doesn't want to project that. That is how a government is proactive. Before you give out anything, before you show anything outside the world, they must know what you are. If you fail to do what is, if you fail to do what is not right, they will just ban you and forget about it. But coming to our own country, Nigeria, what is happening? But nobody are you nobody cares. Nobody tend to even whatever thing they want to. You see people sharing. Okay, with the current something, there is current stuff that happened. I don't know if you're conversant with like I said, I don't know your country, whether you're from Nigeria. This VDM, they said they generated fake stuff about the president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That Bola Ahmed, they just generated a fake AI content just to network. Hello, hello.
Yeah,
Hi,
the
sorry.
Yeah,
network
we can
is
hear
Hello.
you.
kind of fluctuating, but we can hear
Okay,
you
thank you.
now.
When you look at that, you find out that even the VDM himself, okay, thank you. Even VDM himself came out immediately and said, "This I am not the one. This is AI generated." When you look at that video, when you look at the voice, you find out that yes, this is AI generated. That is how bad AI has destroyed our economy, our government, our environment in Nigeria. That is how even the spokesperson of the president even accepted that yes, VDM actually said that without even going to sit down to analyze the voice, everything about that. The last speaker that spoke before my that sang, there was a song that she sang. When you listen to that first song, you know that okay, this is someone communicating in our language. Now coming back to what AI generated, you will find out that this is not what it's supposed to be. So, my dear, to answer your question, I think our government needs to sit up. At the end of the day, it's government. Whoever will vote tomorrow, that will determine how our life will be. And I'm using this opportunity for all the youth. If you're in Nigeria and you are hearing me, please get your PVC so that we can vote the right government. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Chibike. Okay, Dr. Joy, I think you want to
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much,
follow
Dr.
up.
Chibike, for this wonderful explanation. So, but then one last question. I don't know. Yeah, you said something, you said so much about the government. So please, I have this one last question for you. So I have also spoken to someone from a country where the government regulates the media, regulates the film industry, and the person doesn't seem to like it, right? So, and according to them, they wouldn't want to act or maybe go into film production in their country. Why? Because the government tell the people what to show. The government try to, box the people. So they can't even show their creativity. They can't even show their talent. So with your recommendation of the Nigerian government regulating the film industry, so do you also are you in support of the government taking full charge of the film industry?
No,
Or
you don't get it. I can't be in support of government taking full charge. There's what they call film censor board. Censor board. They don't tell you. Can you hear me? Hello? God.
yes, I
Hello?
can hear you. I can hear
Okay.
you. I
They
can
don't
hear you.
tell you, they don't tell you what to produce. You are you are free to produce. But whatever thing you are showing the outside world, if it is false, you'll be liable to that. You'll be liable, you'll be sued to explain it. I'm not saying that government will just take 100% charge, whatever thing you want to show. That's got no. But whatever thing you're showing, make sure you carry out your research very well. Make sure whatever thing you are showing us that it is accurate. You are not trying to conjoin and join and you choose. You are not trying to sorry, please. I have a practical exam, like I said, so I'm trying to, and I don't want heading the course, so I'm sorry about that. So you're not trying to bring out maybe bring out narrative that is so wrong and incorrect. That's just what I'm advocating. It's not that government will take full charge of whatever thing that is being presented. So I don't know if it is clear.
Yeah, it is clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Chibike, for your responses to the questions.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, do we have another question? Dr. Supuruchi.
Um, Thank you so much to all the presenters. Um, I would have asked the question, but Dr. Chibike said he's engaged. Yeah,
No, no, no,
but
no. No,
yeah,
no,
go
no. Go
ahead.
ahead, please. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll answer your question, please. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
What I want to ask is this, because from the perspective of the film producers and directors now, imagine you want to produce an artwork for a film rather than because they're already trying to, cut down on some costs on the budget. And then it can just generate the image with AI rather than, paying exorbitant amount of money to an artist to create the same image. So from that perspective, are you going to give them some grace as well? And then you talked about how people deepfake is everywhere. It's not just in Nigeria, it's everywhere. And what if they use the AI to, promote good African stories? Would you also find any problem
Okay,
with that?
okay, okay. Well, as far as you are generating the image that, as far as you are generating an image that tells the truth about one's culture and tradition, I don't have any issue there. My problem is these researchers, or rather, these film creators, these YouTube and AI creators, they do not carry out any research. Rather, whatever thing AI gives them. Let me give you an instance. A story. There's a story about. Okay, like, oh, no, no, no. Let me use the previous instance I used about the American Vietnam War. Remember, whatever thing you will find in the internet mainly is America. American is a superpower. So whatever search you want to engage, you will find out that they will still give you that narrative that yes, America is number one. Or if you want to write about my village now, and someone have not written anything about it, or maybe the only story you find in the internet is maybe there is one woman, there's one man that killed, there's one man that killed one boy. Maybe that is what you see in the internet about my village. AI will just pick that in. There's no in-depth research. So I am not against generating images with the AI. No, but whatever image you are generating, make sure it depicts the true nature and life of the people you are creating that story for. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So this is a general question to all the presenters.
Okay.
So most of the presentations highlighted the fact that AI misinterpreted or misrepresented some of the African-based work, like the song and then the proverb and syntax as well. So rather than talking about how Western-based AI misrepresents these indigenous knowledges, what does it take to, come up with an African-based AI model that can that is trained
Hello,
on
I can't hear anybody again.
that is trained on African knowledges,
Yeah.
African philosophy and stuff. So what does it take? What's the way forward?
Is a question for me?
It's for everybody. It's not for you
Okay,
specifically. So
please can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Duke can answer. Igbo can answer as well. So the
Okay, okay.
question is, yeah, yeah.
Can I answer?
Sure, you can go ahead.
Okay, just like in my recommendation, I said that one of the things I said in my recommendation is that ethnomusicologists, that's the people that study music of culture, music of African cultures, should be involved in the development of, like, they should be hands on deck with the development, with the developers of these African AI tools, because there are some, so the reason is so that they can be able to give in the right prompts, or I don't know how they do they build the AI tools, but they can, with their knowledge, give the right prompts for the prompts that the tool can recognize. Why build, like, what I'm saying is why they are building that app. The ethnomusicologists and community practitioners should be involved. It's in one of my recommendations. I believe that answered the question, right?
Yes, it does. It does. But that also gives power to the developers. Are there ways ethnomusicologists can they themselves, spearhead such projects and then be the lead um, developers, working with developers rather than developers bringing them in, rather they bring in developers because I think that would give them more edge.
They can, but then for them to be able to, they should go and learn. Like they should learn the developing aspect. Like that.
I'm not asking them to learn. I'm just asking
Okay,
them to like instead of waiting for the developers to bring them in, they
okay.
should probably have that idea and then bring developers in themselves.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They should. Yeah, I think that should be the first step. That should be the first step.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you so much.
yeah.
And thank you. At least I know the song I will sing to someone if I'm someone that is bereaved. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Suprichi. Do we have any other person who wants to maybe
Yes, I
attempt?
think another presenter just entered, so we can just give.
Oh.
Yes, I want to present.
Uh, who is that, please? Is that Dr. Joshua?
I'm ready. You came in very late. Oh, this is I don't know. You came in very late, sir. Please, I don't know the host. I don't know if I
Um,
can take permission. I need to like focus on my practical exam.
No.
Sure, you
I'm
can
It's
very,
leave.
okay. Yeah.
You
It's okay,
can,
Dr.
Dr. Chibike, you
Chibike.
Can
can
I
leave.
leave? Am
We
I
can.
permitted to
Sure,
leave?
Yeah, sure. You
sure,
can.
you can
You can do
leave.
that. It's
Okay,
okay.
thank you
We
so much,
I'm very,
everyone.
yeah. We appreciate your time, Dr. Chibike. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. Okay. Dr. Joshua.
yeah, good
Yeah.
morning. I sent my slides
You sent
just
your
early hours
slides.
of this morning. Yeah, just early hours, just like 1 hour ago. I was in
Okay.
room 2. I never knew that the something has been rescheduled back to room 3. So
Uh,
I'm sorry for that.
okay. I think I can. Okay.
Can you hear me?
You are presenting on strengthening community health systems.
Yes.
Okay. I think I can. Yeah, I have access to your slides now, so probably I'll just project it for you, right? I mean, display the slides on your behalf. Is that okay?
Okay. Can I start?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You have 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. And I promise to round up before 10 minutes. Okay, once again, I'm Joshua Mofo Enyoke from Delta State here in Nigeria. My topic from generative to agentic AI, strengthen community health system and primary health care administration in Nigeria. Okay, introduction. Artificial intelligence
I
is
can't see the slide.
transforming.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'll
Okay.
display it.
Okay, artificial intelligence is transforming planning, communication, and service delivery globally. While traditional AI focus on generating information and content. But our main point of contention, agentic AI goes further by supporting autonomous decision-making and problem solving. Okay, thank you. And problem solving. Therefore, Nigerian primary healthcare system can benefit from AI-driven innovation. Next slide. Okay, the statement problem we have here is that many communities still experience one, limited healthcare resources, delayed health data reporting, poor coordination of health system, challenges in decision-making and planning. There is a need for smarter system that supports health administrators. Next slide. Okay, the concept of generative AI and agentic AI. Generative AI, it creates content, reports, summaries, communication materials. It also supports information management. But agentic AI performs tasks with minimal human intervention. It also supports planning and monitoring prediction of action-oriented decision. But don't let us forget that agentic AI should not be replaced. No, before the next slide. Agentic AI should not replace healthcare professionals. Rather, it should empower administrators, frontline health workers in better information, faster decision making, and improved capacity to serve communities. Next slide. Okay. No, sorry, before the next slide, sorry. There is one point I want to bring out today. Okay. Application of AI in community health system. It supports disease surveillance and outbreak prediction, maternal and child health monitoring, immunization tracking, and community health worker coordination. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. Oh, my internet. Okay. Challenges. Okay. Benefits of sorry. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's okay. Benefits of agentic AI in healthcare governance. Faster evidence-based decision, improve efficiency in healthcare management, better accountability and transparency, stronger community-centered healthcare delivery, and improved coordination between stakeholders. Next slide. Challenges and ethical contribution. One, the key concern we have, especially here in Nigeria, we have data privacy and protection. We have digital inequality. We have infrastructure limitation. We also have human oversight and accountability, and so on and so forth. Next slide. Next slide. Implications, I think, implications for Nigeria. For sustainability adoption, strengthen digital healthcare infrastructure, train healthcare administrators and workers. I think we should be able to train healthcare administrators and workers, develop ethical AI policy, promote equitable access to technology, and also integrate AI into the existing health system. We are not saying they are not using AI, but they should integrate it into the existing one. So my conclusion, that's the next slide, the final slide. The movement from genetic AI to agentic AI creates new opportunities for healthcare transformation. AI can strengthen primary healthcare administration through smarter planning and decision support. With responsible implementation, AI can improve community health outcomes in Nigeria, Africa, and globally. So thank you very much. And before I conclude, I would like to emphasize that with all the billions of naira Nigerian government is building primary healthcare system, if the foundation is weak, that is primary healthcare, there is nothing we can build upon. So thank you very much. Time for question and discussion.
Thank you, Dr. Joshua, for your presentation. I mean, you found a way to bring in healthcare into social sciences and humanities, but then you're welcome. So thank you for your presentation. So the floor is still very much open for questions and answers. I was going to ask the first presenter a question just before Dr. Joshua presented. That's Dr. Said. I hope he's still here. You know, he talked about Dr. Said, are you there? just to be sure you're still with us. Right. Yeah. So you talked about, beyond generative AI and then agentic AI as a governance crisis in higher education, and then I was really touched by that phrase. I mean, governance crisis. I mean, uh, you know, how
Sorry, I'm
is
having network frustration here. Sorry.
yeah, the question is not even for you at this moment, Dr. Joshua. So it's for Dr. Said. All right. So as I was saying, you framed agentic AI as governance crisis. So I was wondering what particular aspect of governance do you what particular or what specific governance gaps or failures in higher education institutions make agentic AI crisis, and then what exactly is your position when it comes to integrating agentic AI into higher education. So I hope that's clear.
Hello. What do you say?
So let me just rephrase that. So I'm asking, you framed agentic AI as a governance crisis in higher education. So I'm asking, what specific governance failures or gaps in our higher institutions make agentic AI a crisis? And then what exactly is your position when it comes to, integrating AI into higher education?
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Um, my presentation majorly argues that the technological, I mean, a generative AI to agentic AI is not just a merely technological advancement, but a governance crisis for higher education. And what we are saying is that there are risks attached to it, especially in Nigerian institutions at the moment. And my stance on it is that the educational system, higher institutions should put in measures to curb the risk. For instance, I said something about over dependence on AI. We've gotten to that point in Nigeria where many students don't want to critically think and analyze, which is very, very important. But with the advent of AI, agentic AI now, there is over dependence, and this has really bring about reduction in learners' engagement. Now, my abstract is majorly um, to how am I going to put it? My abstract is majorly is a call to put in measures to ensure that the AI system, agentic AI, does not totally take out the important things, of which one of them is the critical thinking and analysis. Hope you get that, Mr. Josh. I mean, Mr.
Yes, I got that correctly. Thank you, Mr. Said, for your response to that question. Do we have uh, anybody who has questions, comments? I think we have about a few minutes left before we end this session.
Sorry, Mr. Dr. JKSS, your full name. I want to connect with you on LinkedIn. Sorry.
Uh, with me on LinkedIn. Okay, yeah, I would send a message to you privately. Maybe you can just do that. All right, so
Okay, thank you very much.
yeah, it's okay. So I'll drop a message into the chat box for you now. So you said that's Dr. Josh. Dr. Joy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. So I think we might have come to the end of the session. So I don't know if you still probably have something to say.
Well, okay, thank you all for your wonderful presentation. It was very informative and educative, right? So I'm going with a very I'm going with lots of insights from what you guys have shown, right? So it was really a wonderful time today listening to all of you, and I really appreciate your presence here with us. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you,
And to
everyone.
the
Okay.
moderator, sorry, Akin, thank you so much for your wonderful work
Yeah.
today. Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
It's okay. It's okay. So thank you, everyone. The forum has not ended yet. We'll still have to converge at the main room, right? Because there will still be um announcement of awardees, best presenters, and then the closing remarks. So please do not leave the forum yet. Just join or go back to the main room. All right. Thank you for participating once again.
Please, how do we go back to the other room? To the main this thing.
Okay, I'm coming just a minute.
I think the main room is room 1, right?
No, room 1 is for science and technology.
That should be the main room, I think. Well, let's confirm. Just give us a minute. Let's
Yeah,
confirm.
just give us a minute to confirm that.
Okay.
Okay, so participants, you can just click on leave room. So once you click on leave room, it will take you back to the main room.